My name is Liliana Perron. I work for Outfront Media. We have over 25,000 real estate leases. It's really hard to do that in a spreadsheet. We needed a system that could calculate the accounting for those leases and put $1.4 billion on the balance sheet. We're a public company. If we get $1.4 billion wrong on the balance sheet, it's a big risk. The system would help us comply with the new accounting standard that was coming at the time. It was probably the biggest accounting change in about 20 years. And we needed a tool that did that. I wanted something that could take a lease agreement from the beginning, from when it's being negotiated, and take it to the end, to the accounting. And then maybe we could expand and manage our locations with it, within operations. Before we implemented TRIRIGA, a technician, an inspector, would go out to a billboard, and they would have 6 pages of paper, and they would climb the billboard. It's tens of feet in the air. They'd be hanging there in a harness and trying to fill in a paper form. They'd take some photos. They would then email them to their manager, who might or might not put them in the right file. If something happened, someone would have to go and look through the files to find the paper that was filled in, and maybe through the emails to find the photos. Now, what our technicians do is they go to the site, they scan a QR code that's attached to the structure, and then that fills in the top of the questionnaire. So that saves time. So it seems like a small thing, but it's actually a fairly big thing. They don't start to look at which billboard is this, what's the address. You don't have to do any of that. You just scan the QR code. So it's shorter, it's simpler, and then instantly, the information in that form, including the photos, gets uploaded to the system. Their manager can see what they've done straight away with photos and everything else. And real estate can also see that now. So when they're negotiating contracts or talking to local authorities about the state the billboard is in, they can look at TRIRIGA and get all the information very quickly and very easily. It's mobile, and the other cool thing it has offline capability. So you can go out of network, so you can be in a field somewhere with no connection to your phone, and you can still perform your job. We use a lot of contractors that cost money when you're paying the contractors. It frees up some of the operations guys to do other maintenance work that maybe would have had to wait. It also helps them plan their route, how they're gonna go out, because we've integrated TRIRIGA with maps, and all the billboards and the state of that billboard is on that map now. It also helps identify new business opportunities. So one of the things that we do is that we put cell tower equipment on billboards. That's another revenue stream. And when they install cell tower equipment on the billboards, that goes through TRIRIGA. So it tracks all the time. You can take photos, you can say how much your materials cost, and at the end, we can bill the client for their installation in days versus what used to take on average 6 to 8 weeks. It helps us manage those billboards better, and it helps management make decisions faster and more informed than when things were on paper. One of the things I'm working towards right now is using TRIRIGA for work order and inventory management. So not only you are inspecting the billboard, but anything that comes out of that you need to do as a follow-up, as a fix to that billboard, would then be fed, instead of being fed into a different system, it would flow through on TRIRIGA, and you'd be able to plan your work that way. It standardized how we do our inspections. And that was another way of saving money. So that cut down on the amount of hours and time and contracting costs. TRIRIGA is definitely a part of our future, my future in Outfront Media.